first step to the installation is installing the power strip. With the power strip, it's important to keep the top at the top. So the top is labeled top, the bottom is labeled bottom. The strip is thin enough to slide behind the shelving on any gondola rack. So even if there's product on this shelf, you could easily slide the strip back behind the shelving, work it all the way down, and position it in place. To mount it, there are 2 plastic rivets, one for top and bottom. I usually start at the bottom to keep the power strip as close to the base deck as possible. Then come up to the top and push a rivet into the top hole as well. The power strip is now mounted. If needed, there is also a strap to support the power strip in the center. That has 2 rivets on the back side that will match up with the holes in the pegboard. Line those up with the holes and push it in place. If your gondola backing does not have peg holes, you'll need to use a drill and wood screws to mount your power strip. Again, ensure that you have the top at the top, the bottom at the bottom, and slide the power strip back behind the shelving. Once you have it in place, take one of the black wood screws, mount it on your drill, line it up on the gondola shelf, and drill it into place. You won't need much pressure to go through the cardboard backing. There's the first one. Repeat the same process on the bottom using one of the wood screws. If extra support is needed in the center, use one of these drill guides. These snap on exactly like the power input and output connectors. Place it on the power strip, snap it in place. Take one of the same wood screws, put it in the center of the drill guide. It will actually drill straight through the power strip and into the pegboard backing. Again, you don't need excess pressure as the power strip and backing plate are fairly soft materials. Now that the power strip is mounted, the next step is to connect power to the power strip. To ensure that the power connectors stay consistent with the positive and negative current, they will only install onto the power strip in one direction. First, you need to always make sure that you keep the top of the power strip at the top and the bottom of the power strip at the bottom. To install a connector, line up the start arrow straight up and down with the power strip. Make sure the connector is pressed into the power strip and rotate to the right following the on arrow. Once it's in position, you'll hear a snap and the locked arrow will line straight up and down with the power strip. At this point, you can slide the power connector up and down into position. If the power connector is mounted upside down, it will not snap into position and you will not hear the click. Take the red power in connector and snap it to the bottom of the power strip. Once snapped on, slide all the way down to the bottom. The next step is to remove the base deck on the gondola. This will be the only step that requires removing product from the shelving. So remove the product from the shelves, take the base deck and lay it on the floor. Next, take the short DC extension and plug it in to the power input connector. Go ahead and untie your transformer. This side of the transformer is a DC side and will run power to the LED system. This side of the transformer is the AC side, which will be plugged into your nearest outlet. We're going to leave this side tied up. Plug the male end of the power transformer into the female end of the extension. It's recommended to use a little bit of electrical tape to secure this connection. The next step is to mount the power transformer into the magnetic tray. One side of the power transformer will have the label. The back side of the transformer actually has a green light which indicates when power is on. It's good to keep the green light facing up so that you can tell when the transformer has power. Go ahead and unstrap the Velcro, lay the transformer in the tray. Next, feed the Velcro back through the tray, through the loop. Secure the power strip in place. Now that the transformer is mounted to the tray, you can take the base deck and put it back into place. The same gap that's used behind the shelves exists on the base deck. Make sure that your extension is laying in an ideal location so that it won't get pinched when you put the base deck on. Reapply the base deck. Your DC cord will run right behind there. Next, take your magnetic power transformer and stick it to the bottom of the base deck. Once you have the transformer mounted, use these magnetic clips to hold the cords up along the base deck as well. Now that you have the transformer and all the cords mounted underneath the base deck, the last step is to plug in the AC cord into the nearest outlet. Once that's done, the base deck will go back down in place. Again, confirm that your DC extension is free and loose, and you'll have power to your power strip.